If you were to put stock in and you wanted to develop for the next 5 to 10 years, you talk 5 to 10 years intervals. Again, I did a little bit of homework.
I appreciate it.
We ain't talking overnight money. 5 to 10 years. If you had to put some money in stock into these 3 artists, who would you put the most money in? Drake, J. Cole, or Kendrick Lamar?
Ooh. Okay, question. Yes, SaVon.
Okay.
You're going to make me do this.
Yeah.
That was such a cute question. Thank you.
Who would get the most?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no.
No,
All right,
I just want to know
one.
who you would invest in out of those 3.
Out of those
pick
3.
one.
Where are
Yes.
you going?
Yes.
And then I do want to break that down just from your standpoint, because I know you tapped into the music space culture as well.
Over the 5 to 10 year span, you're saying, right?
5 to 10 years.
5 to 10, because that's what he talks.
Yeah.
And a lot has happened last year. So many factors.
Ian don't do 6 months, all right?
No,
and if he does, that's for him.
No,
right?
yeah, facts.
I want to talk 5 to 10.
Ooh, and their ages.
That's a great question. Even with all the lawsuit shit, I'm still going to put my money into Drake first. I think he has a bigger catalog. I think he has the ability to create hits still. And I'm going to be honest, I don't know if Kendrick, post-defeat, still wants to hold the industry on his back the way Drake will. Now we can talk about Cole and Freddie because I'm the one that first brought that up. I wouldn't put it into him because he's ducking a lot. I don't think Cole can fuck with Benny.
Benny the Butcher.
Benny the Butcher?
You saw his mugshot?
What you mean?
Crazy.
The mugshot.
And I love Cole. Shout out to everybody over in the camp. Appreciate y'all because they've been supportive of me.
We got Dreamville on the pod, by the way. I don't know
You
if you
sitting
know.
right next to him.
We got Dreamville
I
on
wouldn't
the
invest
pod.
in J. Cole either because he's gonna retire.
Damn.
Great point.
Great investor.
I wouldn't bank on that for 10 years. And J. Cole's my favorite rapper,
Yeah.
but I'm not putting money for his 10-year career. Like
that's a
he
great
literally
investor.
told us guys.
Damn.
Cut off
fall
coming.
off.
Yeah, fall off coming. Be done.
So yeah.
But Drake, I think he has the biggest chance to. I think he's has a lot of value in the industry still. Now, talk about mistakes. Good point. When I'm analyzing the stock, I'm looking at the strengths of it, the weaknesses, the threats, opportunities. On that weaknesses side, there's a lot of relationships he needs to repair. And needs to go about having more grace in how he does things. But I think just in terms of musicality and ability to make hits, even though I wasn't the biggest fan of the last project, I do think over the next 5 years, like he'll be able to bounce.
The last project meaning the one with Party?
Yeah.
Sexy songs for you.
All right, cool.
Didn't hit your mark.
It wasn't for all the dogs. It wasn't.
Do you enjoy R&B
Certified
music?
Lover Boy.
Yeah. Do you enjoy R&B music from
I
Drake?
do, yeah.
Okay,
sure.
yeah, that's my favorite.
Oh,
personally.
yo, you're the best. Yo, telekinesis. Thank you
I
again,
got you.
bro.
I got you.
We've had this debate. We've had this debate
About
on this
what?
podcast
Yeah.
about Drake, R&B Drake, hip hop Drake, and one song specifically.
Okay.
One of my favorite. I can't say my favorite.
Okay.
Love this
Top 3 song for me is "Pipe Down" by Drake. Is that an R&B song or a hip hop / rap song from Drake?
One of his dopest R&B songs with
Thank
a rap
you.
feature on it. Like,
Hey, I don't know why.
Reggie said, how do you know it?
Because
How do you-
personally, I think it's a rap sing. I do
rap
know
sing.
he in one part of the song he's literally singing his heart out. I will listen to the last Jew would tell all night.
He's
That
crooning.
part.
I said it's a hip hop
didn't-
rap song.
I
How
didn't
it says
know-
R&B.
Yes, and I don't know. Just calling Pipe Down
He
a straight
rapped
up
on it.
He rapped a little bit
Calling-
on it.
calling it an
and
R&B
he's talking
song.
about love and a relationship.
And
calling
a girl
Pipe
who
Down.
drug him through the mud.
I know.
Is that
but
not R&B?
Damn, they cooking you,
And
SaVon.
they
So
damn near begging her for her to be a better woman.
How much I gotta spend for you to
pipe down.
I'm
Damn.
getting cooked.
But calling Pipe Down an R&B song, I don't know. It just
don't
doesn't-
feel
it
All right,
doesn't
well, let's
fit
have a real
with-
conversation.
I call it
I
melodic
mean,
rap.
he's not a Vaughn,
Yeah,
but
thank you.
there is no more traditional art. Well,
Boom.
a couple people, but
That's the real
not like
conversation.
Male. There's not a lot of men doing traditional R&B
No.
today.
That's the.
I'll say
It's because
that.
they're both wearing all black today, so they're like a great. They're
They
aligning.
vibing. They vibing.
But no, that's a
Alrighty.
great conversation, right? Drake, for the most part, he's a rapper. He's a pop star. He makes R&B music.
Yeah.
We don't know him for necessarily just one thing.
We don't.
Yeah.
This may be a silly question, but fuck it. I don't know, so I'm going to ask. Selfish, right? I don't give a fuck. Does the music industry... All right, actually, fuck that. Did Drake and Kendrick affect anything with the market or certain industries in a way? Because that's
Like labels.
probably the biggest rap beef of all time, right?
For sure.
So did you see any effect or ripple effect from Drake and Kendrick kind of going at it? Because now we see Drake going against The Machine.
Yep.
Right? UMG,
Yep.
iHeart, all of these
Yep.
entities that we've seen help and propel Drake and he's benefited from. He's now said, you know what, fuck that. I'm going rogue.
Yeah.
There's an issue here. I'm on the losing end of the stick. I need to fix this. Because it got that deep, and again, you being in the industry, far as entertainment, music, and also the market and financial, have you seen any correlation between that?
Yeah,
Has that-
Spotify's been going crazy. It's not talked about enough, but he is the person that I think ushered in that playlist and digital wave.
Yeah,
And Spotify's went up a lot. Like I think Spotify may be at $640.
yeah.
It's trading like a bigger tech stock. So
Damn.
they are a big. Of course, UMG is going to benefit, but they're going to benefit
No matter what.
regardless.
Yeah.
So, but Spotify, but the labels own a percentage of Spotify. So it definitely had an impact. And then Google, being YouTube, they've received some benefit from everyone going there and talking about it. Like it's a lot of value in the destruction of a brand and the elevation of another.
I feel like that doesn't get talked about enough.
No.
People's motives, the labels, the industries, like these companies, their motives to profit off of the beefs
Absolutely.
and the back and forth and the records, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's kind of crazy to think about. It can affect the market and where you put your money
Yep.
Spotify is currently at $592 a share.
today.
Today at the time of this recording.
Yeah.
Of course. I wanted to ask you, how do you properly? Let's go back a little bit. 2020, and I finally learned about the stock market.
Yes.
Yay.
Great job.
Thank you, man.
Thank
it took
you,
a
Alex.
while. I got you, brother. It took a while.
Yeah.
Not only did I learn about the stock market, I learned about cryptocurrency. I guess it was like a crash course because we had a bunch of time to do it.
For sure.
Long-term investment. That shit ain't easy. And
Patience.
let me see.
Thank you. Say it again.
Patience.
Patience.
That's something I had to learn.
Yeah.
Right. So, what are just some things that you should embody or just learn? Because for me, when it would go down a little bit and I needed something, I needed to buy something,
Yeah.
I'd pull out $50.
Yeah.
I'd pull out $100. I've gotten way better now.
Okay.
But how does one mentally prepare for that? Because it gets tough. One thing that actually helped me before you go, I would go on Twitter and just look up the stock and just see news on it.
Yeah.
And that would help me just stay in my position.
Yeah.
How do you stay in your position? Are you just mentally there already?
It took time, but the thing when you look long term, because it tells you every answer. Like you've had the big three in music forever, you're gonna have big three in every sector.
Yeah.
But if you look at like Apple's all-time return is 770,000% return.
All time.
Microsoft is 240,000% return. So like Bitcoin, the greatest return asset of all time. If you don't hold every bag you want is connected to how long you can hold. Don't have to believe me, but the Bus family hasn't sold the Lakers. Those who run UMG, no one's in 2 or 3 year deals. Everyone's holding for a 5 or 6 year period.
Yeah.
Is it tough? Hell yeah, it's tough. But I've seen people who had moments that were hot for a year and fucked the money off and bought cars and they go to Starlets and Atlantis and go fuck off and think they're in love and she run off with the money, go to Miami. It's like if you hold for a long period of time, you can make all of your financial dreams come true.